Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison Cruz, and we have made our triumphant return to the Forbidden Woods here in Bloodborne. It has been a couple of days since we've last visited our intrepid hunter, but I'm pretty sure we explored most of what this place had to offer the last time we were here, and all we have to do is find the boss and take him out. And luckily for us, you shouldn't be far from the shortcut we created, although the audio is blasting in my ears right now, so does not bode well for myself nor my compatriots over here. This is, luckily for us, a fairly free visceral. You can see a couple of snakes have made very obvious eye contact, but they ain't no snitches. So I'm just gonna go ahead and snag that on. Please and thank you, and you're done. They weren't getting paid enough for that shit. Thank you. I was hoping for a blood vial, but you know what? That's fine. So this area, I was kind of wondering, is this like a lighthouse for a lake? Or is it just like some sort of weird windmill or tower of some kind? I don't know. I'm gonna let that guy be. He can enjoy his little corners, and I can enjoy my ears bleeding. That's my face right now. Me having to edit out like all of the elevators is just like ear-piercingly loud. So everybody has spawned, but where we need to go does not really incorporate anywhere we've already been, so... Oh shit, there are... Hello! Thank you? Oh. Clever girl, there are tombstones here. I didn't even see those. Also, I hear Mr. Oinkster over there. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we're back in this area, and as serene as it might look, do not drink the organic spicy water, because although it's not poisonous, it's not good for you. That's where the celestial emissaries were, so I think we mostly grabbed everything, as I noticed this, that I walked right past. At least I must have. But yeah, that entire area was pretty picked apart, so let's go and make our way down over here and be gentle. Is that pig? He came out somewhere. Maybe he's just reconsidering all of his life choices and will allow us to conduct this ceremony with his blissful unawareness. If he turns around and charges at you, you can duck in there. I'm just gonna take this very carefully. Have you made sure not to eat or drink anything for the past 12 hours? Because that will make this a lot easier. Thank you. And there we have it. So loud. All the blood vials, too. So as you could have expected, going through this murky, swampish area does wonders for the skin, as is denoted by our friends who've been marinating in it for the past God knows how long. Hello, that's not what I meant to do. Can I chop? No, I can't. I can only sometimes chop. Weird. I got blocked by that. It's fine. Ugh, thank you. Is it one chop or two to take these guys out? There you go. I'm sorry, but you've been chopped. Perfect. Okay, I thought he actually stayed alive. Alright, Dissipating Lake. I think that's actually resistance to Arcane or Bolt, which is really, really nice and something you might want to consider for the future. Okay, so there's you, sir. I'm gonna need you to think about everything you've done. Yeah, this is just gonna be a lot of, I don't know, retrospection happening here. Okay. Oh, fuck. There is another pig here. Ugh. Please don't see me. I think I have blue elixirs, but... What's he... Oh my god. He has the worst vision of all time. He really did just want to put himself in timeout, didn't he? This is for peeing on the couch. The brand new $1,500 couch we bought, even though we knew we had a pet pig. Thank you. Jesus. Alright, sir, your examination is done. And I'm afraid the results are negative. Okay, now you just kind of came out of the woodwork. Or the waterwork. I don't know. But you'll give me some... Damn, they are just really stocking us up on this stuff. So this looks like an overlook for the boss fight that we're about to undertake, as indicated by me not being able to step onto these stone blocks. Sheesh. Yeah, you can see the boss fog over there. Not a big fan of this fight. Not gonna lie. It very well may be in your best interest to employ the aid of a buddy. And, oh, apparently we can do one right here. And he goes by the name of Henrik? We can summon Henrik here? I guess if we've already defeated him and you're wearing his dirty pants that he'll appear, but... Oh, you know what? It might be because of our League rune that we put on. That might actually be what brings him out. Interesting. Well, that's good to know. Hopefully he doesn't harbor any ill will towards us for, you know, murdering the hell out of him. But that's okay. That was Eileen's fault. But we can head up here. And this is actually a shortcut that we had noticed a little while ago. Oh, fuck. All right, here we go. Oh, God, he's not dead. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Thank you, inconsistent health. I appreciate it. Clockwise metamorphosis, that might be extra health. That might be 5%, actually. If that's the first one we've seen. Not great. But had you decided to jump down here at the very end of that area that we explored last time, you'll jump down here and notice this door is a one-way. It doesn't open from this side, so you're probably better off not jumping down here at any point. Even if it does mean summoning younger Medeiros twin, which he actually has kind of a cool item, either him or his long-lost brother. But that does mean we have to continue the League side quest, and that involves killing vermin in Chalice dungeons and PvP bosses and all that good stuff, so keep that in mind, I suppose. But had you jumped down and weren't able to open the door, this is your only exit. It is this hole in the wall. You can give this lovely Grate of Viper Pit death from above like we did, but there's no way back up, so it's kind of a weird trick side, I guess, shortcut, because it doesn't really offer anything to us. You have to run through so much just to make it over here. It's just, I'm curious what the thought process here was behind this. Yeah, I don't know. This is a boss that I really feel like, because they gang up on us, we should be given Blanchecart to gang up on them. I'm curious, what happens if we summon Henrik? Because we haven't summoned any enemies. This isn't the most difficult fight in the world. It's just, like I said, you get ganged up on. So I'm gonna go and throw on Beast Blood Pellet, perhaps? We'll also, yeah, let's go with some Bolt Paper. I only have one fire left, which is a little unnerving because I usually like to have more of those. And sure, I'll throw on some blood. Okay, let's do it. Let's give ourselves just one free fight just to ease us back in. Henrik, please do not be disappointed at us. Hehehe. So we did actually summon a friend before on complete accident, and that was in the labyrinth. God, that's loud. And something I had noticed, I think because I had summoned him, bosses will now have more health, but he didn't follow us into the boss arena, and the watchdog still ended up having, you know, extra health, which is why it took so long. At least that was, you know, my interpretation of the events of why it took so long to kill it. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, welcome to the graveyard of the Shadows of Yharnam. There will be 3 enemies with very distinct methods of attack, and obviously you're going to want to keep them separated for starters, but also target the mage first. For some reason, Henrik got the same bright idea, so I guess now we're gonna help him out if we can. But something to take into consideration, every enemy here can be parried, but after a certain amount of damage, they'll transform, take, and deal more damage, and we got 1. Okay. Oh, come on, really? That's fine. I think we're doing all right for ourselves, but the challenge in this fight truly does lie in not being annoyingly ganged up on. Go and take care of this guy too. The one with the flame, he can really flame on. But, ooh, there we go. Henrik, man, cool your jets. Just let me work on him. Oh shit. Rally, rally. Okay, let's do this. Oh shit, and he can summon snakes. Shoot. Alright. But you know what? That's basically all he's got, because he and all of his cohorts are done. Blood Rapture. You know, something tells me I probably would have had a better time doing that on my own, but thank you, Henrik. You made my life a little bit easier in making everyone just a bit tougher. So yeah, before we move on and return to the Hunter's Dream, I actually want to step forward just a little bit in case there's something that I'd like to make note of, because this next area, while relatively short, I do want to make sure that we enjoy ourselves and not go straight into it right away. We have a new enemy that is just waiting there. While it's a really cool enemy design, it is called the Garden of Eyes, and it can inflict frenzy on you, which is similar to bleed, and you really want to watch out for this because he will wreck you, but you can actually do a pretty nice job of, hello, not having him notice. Thank you. Parrying him when he's about to do it. But it involves a couple of choice shots, big stretch, and thank you. So yeah, Frenzy is gnarly in this game, and this is where you're definitely going to want to increase your viscerals and maybe get some Frenzy resistance on. But ladies and gentlemen, through the fog, beyond the shadows of the Forbidden Woods, there's yet another item. Advanced knowledge. No, it is indeed Bergenworth. That's right. Upon defeating the boss of this area, which we'll probably end up doing in the next part, it will once again change the state of the game forever. This time, the final state at which we can beat the game. So, again, if there's still things you want to go out and explore to do, feel free to do so before this, but a lot of people consider this to be one of the biggest brick walls that the game has to offer, and honestly, I don't blame them. So, let's go and light the campfire and make our way back to the Hunter's Dream. Okay, ma'am. Show me something good. Should we get, yes, 2 levels? That is really nice. I think I might actually go and pump this into skill. We're still, well, at least now we're getting like +4, but we'll be getting that capped soon, as well as our endurance, so please and thank you. Appreciate it.
Farewell, good hand.
And one of the things of utmost importance I'd like to explore here at the moment is the fact that, yes, we can get +5% HP. If I had to get rid of one, it might be the echoes. I've been getting a ton of them, but maybe I'll put that on if I'm ever playing off screen. We have the frenzy resistance and yeah, bolt damage reduction. I was hoping that was arcane, but that's fine. One of the ones that you probably want to equip right away is this one, Blood Rapture, that is dropped by the shadows. Visceral attacks restore 200 HP. We can get a better one here soon, one that'll give us, you know, +300 HP, but this is great if you are decent at parrying and you're not worried about it using your slots. So a good way to keep your HP up and just stay solid. But I am going to add some slow poison resistance for the time being. And I don't know that we're necessarily going to be doing any parrying right away, so I'm just going to keep this on, because 10% stamina, that is like, what, 5 or 6 levels worth of stamina, so we can get another one that's a little more effective. But I'll take that for now, and if we take a look at our repairs, I think we're okay for now, so I'm not too worried. Blood gems, on the other hand. Still nothing good. We got a couple of sharp ones, but that's about it. The murky blood gemstones will give you some slow poison, so be careful about that, because some of these enemies, they love their poison. And we are getting nothing. Might be time to do another labyrinth here soon. Oh, and by the way, this is how we get back to the Hunter's Nightmare. I might have mentioned it at some point, but if you don't see the doll over there, she'll sometimes be praying at this one. And this is actually, well, suspectedly the old Hunter's gravestone. Now, as far as purchases are concerned, no weapons, nothing cool. I'll take a couple of fire papers just to get rid of some of that insight. Because using blood pellets, the more insight you have, the less effective they are. So it's kind of ironic. We're probably fine on everything. So there is one thing I'd like to do before exploring Bergenworth, and it's to take that shortcut that I had mentioned through our first visit through the woods. And trust me, you're probably going to want to check this out. For better or worse. And the thought just occurred to me, we actually should probably go and throw some anti-poison resistance stuff on. And as it stands, I think the white church outfit is probably our best bet. But you know what? I'm going to be a naysayer, and we're going to go half and halvesies. Maybe I'll stick on the gloves, but I'm keeping the pants. There we go. This will all make enough sense soon enough. And in keeping in that theme, I'm actually going to throw on some antidotes. Maybe some of that too. Because we're about to go through some straight up icky stuff. Sir, excuse me. I beg your pardon. Okay. Thank you for the ammo, which I probably do not need on account of the fact that, well, ammo's for schmucks, and I'll just use my own blood. Alright, sir. Me and you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Perfect. So we're probably just gonna go and bypass all these schmucks down here. I'm not particularly interested in parlaying with them, so we drop down. Looked like it hurt. Buckled my little knees. And we can probably just go and sneak our way through here. Because, well, actually, I need to go across, don't I? Okay. Well, I don't want to alert the horde, as it were. So let's give everyone's attention. Hello. I'm here. Thank you. Oh my god, that was a big swing. Okay, one more. Big stretch. Good boy. Thank you. Okay, so our main objective really is to go back to the dog cages. I'll go and see them all locked up and whatnot, which is such a damn shame. But, I guess since we left and we already got the tonsil stone, we can speak to whoever was here initially.
Oh, Evans, would you stop that? Every peep you make brings us bad luck. I have it bad enough already. Please, just leave a poor old woman be.
What in the hell is that pitter-patting? Is it? Oh my god, it's a freaking dog. He was waiting for me to get out of the conversation. Sorry. Sheesh. Okay, well, just to be on the safe side, they've been released. Who let the dogs out? Who? Shit. Alright, well, good thing we're going this way. Not gonna worry too much about them. But this is a pretty interesting cave, and chances are you probably may have missed this, but I actually found it just by being lost in the woods, even though that's probably one of the most straightforward places you can be. What is this? Got ourselves some antidotes. That's certainly telling. You can fall down here if you want. I think there's an item. We'll just have to remember to grab that, but all of the water you find here is going to slowly begin to poison us, and obviously without the HUD, it's a little difficult to ascertain whether or not you're within inches of death or not. So therein lies the fun of our adventure through the underground swamp. Plus we've got fucking chapel giants down here without their clothes. They're just straight up naked. So you know what, let's just actually go ahead and get them onto solid ground here. Don't want to have to worry too much about that business. So long as we're not in the water, then I think we'll be okay. I'm just worried. Oh shit. Damn it. Why did you do that? Why did you charge me? I haven't gotten up yet. Thank you. Ugh. Okay. I don't think you're as strong as the guys outside, but damn. I was not hoping for that move. Yeah, you could run through all this if you really want, but we're not going to do that. We're going to explore. Take a couple more fists to the face. This one's sleeping, which I don't blame him. Ugh. Okay, you're still alive. And, oof, hurts. Oh my god, no way, no way! What is he, huh? Is he mad? Plus we have, oh, he did die. Did he get poisoned? Is that what happened? Jesus. Hateful maggots. These are among one of my least favorite enemy variants because not only do they make your lock-on go crazy, but they hide in the ground, not by any design choice, and they will just gang up on you like gangbusters. There we go. Looks like the chop was good enough, and it does not look like I'm poisoned. But I know the meter is pretty high, so let's see. I'm actually at full health, so that's actually very surprising. Okay, so if we go in this direction, I'm pretty sure this will get us that item. So try not to pick any fights with any of these trash worms. Here we go, thank you. Perfect. Arcane blood gemstones. Probably not what I care much for. Ouch. I beg your pardon, sirs. Oh, I'm poisoned. I'm hell poisoned. Okay, so go ahead and activate our antidote, and we're set. It might seem antithetical to your health to, you know, use an antidote in the water, but you should probably just get rid of that as soon as you can, because the drain is insane. So, especially rapid poison. That one's gnarly. So that's nourishing. And am I safe? I am indeed. Okay. So I still want to get all of the items in there. I don't care much to kill the maggots. I think I'm fine on that front. But if I go this way, maybe I can go mano a mano? We're 1 for 1 right now, so would you care to be the tiebreaker? Wish I had something to throw at you. Oof. Oh shit, get back. Okay. It's an awful small place for us to be fighting, but shit. Oh, come on. You're gonna go and swipe me? How dare you? Oh, you're not dead. Oh, there you go. Oof. And there we have it. They're still not dropping very good things. Oh god, there's another one coming over here. See, for some reason, it might be because we don't have a lot of insight right now, but I thought that these maggots came out of their bodies when they die. Here we go. And I think they do a surprising amount of damage, though. Especially the ones we see later. Oof. Disgusting. Okay, can I relax? Are we good? I'll go and yoink this. It's a dirty gemstone. Nothing a little spit shine can't fix. And I think I'm set. Hello? Oh, fuck. Okay, well, do I want to fight you for experience? I don't know how much you give me. There you go. You get chopped and you get chopped. We're fine. God. Ah. Now there's that. I put myself through a lot of self-inflicted pain in the name of content. But, we've got a couple of corpses down here, some of which are stalagmites? Stalactites? Still don't know the difference. Not even 15 years pondering that question, making these videos where I'm in caves. Is it stalagmites because they hang from the ceiling, or stalactites because they hang from the ceiling? Like, it doesn't make sense either way. Because, you know, you gotta be mighty, or you gotta hold on tight. That's always the dilemma I have. Got an awful long ladder here, and cool, even more corpses. These ones seem not quite as decomposed as the ones we saw up there, but they do seem a little unusual. Let's keep on climbing. It's like somebody put them here. Like I'm in somebody's, like a serial killer's basement. Like, where's Wayne Gacy, you know? Am I gonna see a clown picture somewhere around here? No, but my arms are getting tired. Ooh. And we can bask in the sweet, sweet moonlight of an area we've already been, starting with the Cold Blood Dew level 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made our triumphant return to Yosefka's clinic of all places. Gasp! Shock and awe! Surprise! We made it through and we lived, but we came out of where, presumably, the bodies were hidden. So if we move forward, we might find ourselves at odds with some gnarly shite. I should probably put on a different change of clothes, but you know what? That's alright. The sole enemy out here is actually a brain sucker, believe it or not. I don't think I can sneak up on her. It'd be nice if I could. Are you gonna eat my insight? Not today. Thank you. Fortunately, it's not as strong as some of the other ones, but it's not gonna stop this asshole. So this area, I don't know. I'm glad to be back in Yharnam, but I'm also terrified about what's to come. Keep in mind, you might not want to do this right now. I probably should have said that before we braved the shortcut, quote unquote, back, but it's one of the things about this game that really connects the areas that I actually really like about this and other From Software games, where it just, while it might seem a little insignificant, I just love that there's the connection and that it all kind of comes full circle. So these guys are actually a bit stronger. 2 hits from Ludwig? Thank you. Give me my pebbles and my bam bam. Thank you. So we're on the roofs for some reason. More sandbags, nothing else really to speak of. But because we've never been able to access Yosefka's clinic from the front door, we'll do so from the back. Should we head off in this direction, I believe there is something for us here. We have a small celestial emissary, and this is where we started the game. The same bed, the same bloody rags, and we have the Canehurst summons, which allows us to go to the castle, which I'm very much looking forward to doing, if not only for the impending amounts of fail we're about to indulge in, but you'll notice this guy doesn't quite seem to have much going for him. Seems a little out of sorts, but that's all right. We'll go ahead and defeat him all the same. And upon checking his dead corpse, you would not guess what we would find. Yosefka's blood vial. The implication here being that this is none other than the bona fide Yosefka. Which is why we haven't been able to get blood vials for a very long time. Essentially, since Father Gascon, Yosefka has been experimented on and transformed into some crazy beast. So there goes that sci-fi theory. But if we go this way, anybody, by the way, you sent to Yosefka's clinic instead of Odin Chapel will be turned into one of those creatures. And so you want to be really careful because some of the things you might not actually want them to be. So yeah, that was an English sentence, wasn't it? So yeah, you can see that they've been presumably tortured. At least this one was put out of its misery. But out of all of the characters that you can send here, sometimes you can actually find the young girl. If you didn't give her the brooch, she will like venture out on her own, and I think she'll come here or she'll be found. I don't know. I read somewhere that she can come here and you can find her here, but we clearly did not let that happen. Instead, we've got communion. Is that the good one? No, it's not. Huh. Well, if Yosefka is dead, and there's nobody else in here, it leaves one to wonder, what might we find in this hallway, in this corridor, through this door?
Ah, moonlit scents. How you worm your way in here. It's very unfortunate. I had such high hopes for you. Well, I won't make any excuses. Would you mind leaving us alone? Things need not change. You'll do the rescuing, and I'll do the saving. But if you refuse to leave... Oh well. I've always wanted to try my hand on a hunter.
Whatever you do, don't go up there, especially if you want to get quote-unquote the best ending. We are on our way to doing it, and we can actually do this and still get the best ending based off of Ariana still being alive and the fact that we found the old abandoned workshop, because the umbilical cords will be very important in dealing with all of that stuff. But she will warn you going up the stairs that if you do, you're gonna have to fight her, and there is an incentive to defeat her now. She has a rune that is very helpful that you cannot grab if you don't kill her in this form first, and essentially every visceral attack you make gives you 2 quicksilver bullets, and that is actually really useful in farming certain enemies that are easy to go up against. So I would highly recommend taking her out, especially if you're, you know, not interested in whatever ending you get and whatnot, but we're gonna leave her there because she is a tough fight and I do want to show what it's like. So we'll save that for later, and I think that is essentially it. I can't really think of anything else there is left for us to do, and we should probably call it, even though it is a little early. Nothing much has changed around these parts except for how it looks, but I guess if we maybe speak to Gilbert, he might be able to have some fun musings for us, maybe some unanswered questions. But yeah, it's just crazy that we can come back here after all this time via a seemingly unrelated path through an underground swamp, you know? But there it is. God, I really hope one of these days they end up getting a remaster on the way, because that would be just a fun time, you know? Just, the game would look so good. It already looks really good now for a PS4 game that was released in 2015, but imagine this remastered. Look at the shadow of my hat. Like, that's obscene. Not to date the video or anything, but they released new footage from Paper Mario Thousand Year Door Remastered, and it looks insane. I mean, things are just looking so much cooler nowadays that I don't know how to articulate it. But now that we no longer need poison resistance, actually, we're gonna need frenzy resistance now that I think about it. Let's just retake a look at some of this stuff. I think we're already not looking too bad here. The ashen stuff might be good. Graveyard mask, yeah. So yeah, I mentioned quite a few years ago that I did have intentions of recording Paper Mario, and I did. I was actually fairly far on a project. I got like 5 or 6 episodes in, and then for unrelated, undisclosed reasons, I just opted to kind of end the project, and then I lost the footage, namely the commentary, and I was like, well, shit. So I haven't really gotten the guts up to do it again, but it's annoying, but I would love to still do that at some point, just in case you were wondering, because I know I did promise somebody specifically it was coming, and that was like in 2020, so... Gilbert, before we leave, do you have any fine words of wisdom for us?
Have I heard of Bergenworth? Afraid I can't say that I have. The locals aren't apt to share any local history. I'm afraid I may not be of help for much longer.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I know nothing of a Bergenworth. And I'm afraid I may not be of help for much longer.
Take care, everybody, and I'll see you next time here in Bloodborne. See you guys then.